Hello and welcome to episode 633 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice. It's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. Now, in today's episode, we talk about naming things. Now, I talk about naming things a lot. I love to name things. It has so much value and can do so much good for you when it comes to having a clear sales message. But there is a stumbling block, a problem, an issue that you might come across. Maybe you've already done it, and you might actually know it yourself as a seller, but your buyer would see it a mile off. Now, the example I'm going to give you isn't a real world example, and I don't mean to be insulting to bin collectors at all, but this is the example that I've got, and you'll understand what I mean in a second. So let's say I collect bins for a living. I'm a bin man, ride on the bin truck nice and early, pick up the bins. There we go. No problem with that. No shame in that. Somebody at the pub or in a bar or in a coffee shop says, "Hey James, what do you do for a living?" And I turn around to them and say, "Oh, I'm a refuse operative, actually." Yeah. Now, we all know people that have done that, and it tends to come down to job titles more so than anything else. But even though I've said I'm a refuse operative, you hear I'm a bin man, but I'm probably embarrassed about that, so I'm trying to give it a fancy name to feel better about myself. And that's the problem we want to be careful with here. An overly fancy name. You see, naming things is cool. It adds tangibility to things. It adds this sense of professionalism and preparedness and other words that begin with P. But if you take it a step too far, if it's too descriptive or just too far removed from what you're up to, people can sense that, and it feels like you're just trying to convince yourself or you're embarrassed about something. And the problem there is the word refuse, because nobody uses that word. He could say I'm a bin operative. That wouldn't be too bad. The word operative is fine, but using the word using the word refuse, because it's a non-typical word, that's what stands out. So my advice to you is be very careful, particularly when it comes to job titles, in how you name yourself. If you're using unusual, and the only way I can describe this is hoity-toity language, but language that's kind of trying to be more sophisticated and clever than it really is, you're going to come unstuck. And certainly for me, and perhaps it's true for you, if I meet somebody and they tell me they're a refuse operative, I just hear bin man. I just think, that's a shame he's not proud to do the job that he does. And that's the issue. So don't give yourself an overly fancy name, and don't forget to put the bins out because they're coming tomorrow. Right, that's it for this one. Tomorrow in episode 634, we're going to talk about no. No. You'll have heard no a lot if you're in sales and selling. There's a couple of things I want to remind you about the word no that are very important, that will keep you on track, because otherwise it will eat you alive. But I'll explain all about that in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, if you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, share button, comment, interact in any way. It just helps us to spread our good, positive messages here at the Daily Sales Message. That's it for this one. I'll catch you tomorrow. Don't forget to put the bins out.